Hello, Bookmore Brides community. Today we're bringing Henry in from Chatbot Marketing, and we have Chelsea, both members of our Bookmore Brides community. Thank you. You guys are very active, and we appreciate it. Chelsea yesterday had put a post on about one of her first, is it your first bridal show or?
Yeah, my first one. Mm-hmm.
Bridal show. Okay. So she wanted some advice, and Henry chimed in with some interesting things I thought would be good to share with the whole group. So Chelsea, would you mind reading your post, and then Henry, let's unpack it a little bit. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so basically in my post, I said, hi everyone, Happy New Year. So I have my first bridal show coming up this weekend, and I wanted to ask you guys all for advice and suggestions, especially if you've been at bridal shows before and been a vendor there. So for those of you who have been a vendor at bridal shows, what have you learned from them? Are there specific things that you tried that worked, that didn't work? So I'd love to know all of your thoughts before I go into this tomorrow.
Nice. And yeah, I think you mentioned you're doing this tomorrow, right, Chelsea? Here we are, Friday the 10th. So how's is your booth pretty much all set up? Are you sharing with them?
So I am going to go early in the morning to set up tomorrow because it's like an hour and a half away. So I really didn't want to have to do 2 trips. So I'll just go early to set up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm really excited. I have like all of my materials just everywhere around the apartment right now.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm excited.
And Chelsea,
I had to. Very cool. And I had to preface the comment back to you, Chelsea, because I haven't done a wedding show / bridal show in the longest of time, like 2007, 8 when I got started. But being that we actually connected through, the chat bots and through Facebook and that, and it might be a little bit tricky being that this is the day before, but because you already have your chat bot set up with your website and all that, at the very least, I was actually wondering, how are you going to take names, contact information of brides and grooms that come by your booth?
Yeah, so actually I have 2 options. So I've been running Facebook ads, and so my lead magnet that I used is actually getting brides into a really specific Facebook group just for brides. So not for any vendors, but just for brides. And that's been really, really great because I've gotten a lot of brides that have become a client of mine through that group. And so I'll have just like a little poster like saying, hey, would you like to join this Facebook group? I have the link at the bottom and instructions for them of how to get there. But then I also am doing a giveaway. So if they want to enter for the drawing for the giveaway, then they'll fill out their information. And it's just a really short card. I didn't want to have them fill out too much. But yeah, so those are the 2 things that I have so far.
Very cool. And the card, so they would be typing or writing something out, and then you would just manually later on.
Oh, I'm so excited. I went on Amazon and found these pins, and where the eraser is, it's actually a diamond ring. So they're diamond, like wedding ring pins. And I'm so excited. So that's what they'll use to fill out the information.
Love that personal touch. And I think that's a great strategy. And I imagine that maybe tomorrow might be a little cutting it close, but in the future for your next wedding show or just anywhere where you can collect information, you could still have the giveaway. I think that's great. But just have the QR code. So if like in, ManyChat, their growth tool, you have that QR code specifically when they take a picture. They'll open up Messenger and automatically they click or get started. They'll be subscribed. And in the future, you can have a little message that says, hey, thanks for stopping by, Chelsea, your company, your wedding planning company's booth, and love to get you into this raffle. And so the great thing is they don't have to type a single thing out or let alone write anything out. And then once they're subscribed, you can even in your chatbot give them a link to join your Facebook group. So that's a way where not only will you have their information, but because it's in Messenger, it's almost 100% chance they're going to be checking it. So that was a little suggestion that I had, knowing that you already started implementing chatbots.
And it's automatic follow-up. I love that, Henry. So, because so many times, like we talk to people and we never make the phone calls or we don't follow up with these couples and your bot's already doing it for you, whether you do that or not. Hopefully you will take the time for the follow-up touch points, but that bot gives you just that little extra automation and push. But to be real, right, Henry?
Yeah, definitely, Nick.
Not just automate, but connection.
Definitely. And you can always, the nice thing about, and we'll talk more about this on next Tuesday with the webinar, is you don't have to do a lot, right? A lot of times with other forms of marketing, it gets a little intimidating trying to do a lot in the beginning. But with this, it's very basic and it's just a few messages, just giving like a little personal touch, whether it's using their name or confirming where you met them. And in the system, you can tag them. It was from this wedding show and even other criterias. And then later on, you can manually chat with them, or you can even do some Facebook ads retargeting to them. And because it's, you know, it's great to get, if you can get several dozen, even a few hundred brides sign up this weekend, that would be incredible, right? But the nice thing is if it's, you know, maybe a dozen or two, it's a lot more manageable, and you can and they'll be literally right away within seconds after they, you know, click on that little QR code or take a photo, they'll be interacting. And maybe down the road, you can even have like an assistant or somebody manage your fan page or your business page and chat with them. So yeah, and then continuing on. And even if you want to take another step further, this is something I just thought about a few days ago, where this is sort of the next level, is you can even have your chat marketing, your chat bot have information on maybe other vendors at the wedding show. So maybe you want to recommend a photographer, a florist, a venue, and if they let's say a bride opts into your chatbot, you can even have a preferred vendor list right there that they can click on and look at their website, and you know the sky's the limit from there.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But
great way to build community. I love that. Great idea.
I think, cool. But I think I'm really excited for hopefully after this weekend, you can let us know in the group, in the Book More Brides, how the wedding show.
Definitely. I'll definitely post lots of pictures of my booth and everything. And it's actually a bigger booth, and so I have a table, but then also space behind it. So I'm going to bring in some chairs and cozy pillows and like a rug, a table, a candle, just to kind of create that cozy, inviting feel too. So I'm excited to see how that is received.
Yeah. Did you say this is going to be your first bridal show, wedding show? Oh.
And it's free, which is even better. So I didn't have to pay anything, because I'm doing a huge one in March, the Great Dallas Bridal Expo.
Oh, nice.
So I really want to get experience and just go a couple times, you know, like work out all the kinks and everything. So
yeah, well, March, I would imagine if you can squeeze in, I know you have probably busy schedule after this weekend as well, but squeeze in a little bit of time later this month or early next month, and you know, I can help you out on the side with that to build very basic little flow, and for your March bridal show, and even get in touch with some of the other vendors ahead of time, and I'm sure they'll be really excited to collaborate with you on that.
Definitely.
Cool.
Well, exciting, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sure this helped out some people and gave me something new to think about as well. So if anybody else would like to join Henry, he'll be on with us next Tuesday already, the 14th at 4 o'clock Eastern time. We'll add the link into the group for the Zoom and also your ad event. You can always click on that to schedule it so it reminds you when it's time. So thank you, Chelsea. Good luck tomorrow. Henry, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Can't wait for next Tuesday, and good luck to you too.
Can't wait to hear how everything goes. You guys take care. Bye.
You too.
Guys, have a great weekend.
Bye.
And we're offline.
Cool.
I think we are. All right.
It went away.
Very cool.
All right. So I stopped that.
That's a really cool feature, Nick. Thanks for doing all of this. I just learned.
Yeah.
Well, Henry, this is the kind of stuff hopefully I'd like us all to talk about in that mastermind group we're talking about. So
yeah.
Help each other cool ideas. I know Caitlin was just talking about a way to use some of the webinar video for promotion and stuff. So maybe she can.
You know, I put two and two together at Caitlin Brogan, right? And yes, she messaged me, and we actually have a meeting after our webinar. I didn't tell her about the webinar, but I was like, I have something around so and so, but maybe afterwards. And Chelsea, you're in there as well in her group. So I see you.
Yeah, Chelsea's great. I mean, Caitlin's great. You know,
they're all wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I think I haven't scrolled back too far in the Book More Brides Facebook group, Nick, but have you done last year some Facebook group lives or?
Oh no, it's been killing Kate too. You know, as a social media, previous social media specialist, Steph and Jeff didn't really do that type of stuff. So this is kind of stuff we want to do. We just like Henry said, like not saying no to things. With our list, we're trying to do one thing at a time until we get it. We can't even get the picture off our website because it was hard coded in 2010. So we're trying to but little by little.
are you switching? Are you still on Word or are you on WordPress? Or are you switching
It's
to
a
another?
WordPress site, so I assumed it'd be quick. We take it over, we throw on Divi, be all set. No, it's like hard coded in there on 1,000 pages. So we're trying to get all that in the background fixed, but
Why?
one thing at a time.
Definitely, if Slash went, I'm more than happy to give you some initial feedback. I mean, I love the content on the back end, the accelerator, the membership, and there's so much of all the workshops you had. So I went back and watched some of them, but I'm sure one of the millions of things you have to do, which is, but you already started switching to another platform already, right, Nick?
Yeah, I like to use the one I've used with another, information product business. I might stick with theirs, just with their LearnDash, because it's a good program. It's just like switching things over is so much work. But what I'm doing is start a new membership page, so that what we hear from everybody in surveys is that there's people don't know what to do next. They sign up, there's all kinds of stuff. They're not communicated that we have all these old ones as well, which have great nuggets of information, because Kate and I have been around for many years, but we want to be able to give like the newest stuff, the podcast and all that stuff kind of in one spot, so people could see new value and not get lost if everything's down in the, down in the stacks. So
yeah, well, it's on my list too. I was going to make a little behind the scenes. I'll talk to you about it first beforehand, Nick, but like experience being a member of the back end and what it looks like. But I also want to check with you if there's something new coming up that I'd rather, I'll wait for that too as well too.
Take any feedback. It's just trying to get it done. So
awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining on just like impromptu. You got awesome,
So I think we're good to go. We'll probably do a very similar format for Tuesday, right, Nick? I'll share my screen with the keynote presentation and be able to go through that with the bullet points.
Yeah, Henry, I think what I'll do is I'll have to upload the video, because we sent out the link to a meeting before I got the webinar software. So I think the links, I don't know if I can hook them up together or not. So if we can't do the webinar with the live stream from here, I'll just maybe load it up there later, see if that's possible. It might be too long. But
gotcha. All right. Okay, cool.
Chelsea,
right.
Thank you so
thanks,
much.
you guys. Good to connect with you. Good luck tomorrow, Chelsea. All right. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you. Bye.